Hello and welcome back to Make It Yappen.
Hiya.
Hi. I'm Bethany and this is Shan.
Hello.
Hello. How are you on this fine, miserable September?
Oh, ready for spooky season.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's, I am mourning the sun already. The seasonal depression is going to kick in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, what's your advice for the week?
My advice for the week is I am so happy to be like other girls. Yeah. Don't be a fucking pick-me.
Yes. That's nice.
I'm like all the girls.
Like every single one of them, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
On your advice for the week, my love?
My advice for the week is don't let a man who fucks you like he's scooting a chair up to a table upset you under any circumstances.
Oh my god. I didn't need that mental image, actually.
Stop!
Ew. Right, on that note, let's get into it.
So today, I actually want to go off what we've had one of our friends write in, one of our wonderful friends write in to our Gmail, which is, if you're interested, makeityappen@gmail.com. We thought we'd keep it simple. Mm-hmm. So I just want to read that out. So they've put, "Sappening lads, lovely hearing your voices and feeling like we're just hanging out. Got one you can talk about. Shan knows this is absolutely a bit of me. Okay. People being desperate to overshare from the word go and jump into the fast lane on building rapport with you. It's like, why the fuck are you in such a hurry? Massive, massive red flag. Loved you both. Massive congratulations on the podcast." First of all, thank you.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
What a lovely email that is.
It was.
What a cutie.
It was really, really nice to see that. But it's inspired the podcast episode for today. So we thought we'd take that and just sort of run with it and kind of go at it from a more general angle, which is making friends as adults.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what has been emailed in there, I wholeheartedly agree with.
Yeah. You know, at first, I was sort of on the fence a little bit. But I think as I'm getting older, because this is the thing, like, I don't mind people trying and be nice and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no, yeah.
I've got absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. But I think it does slightly jar me when people that I don't know are like, I don't know, like, try and think that they know me because they've heard a lot about me from maybe somebody else or just in general.
I find it bizarre and quite strange when somebody I don't know immediately comes to me as like a level 4 friend.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they're already trying to have like, you know, like jokes that you're only really comfortable having with your friends because you know each other that well. Yeah. Stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, hang on, I don't know you like that.
See, I don't mind having a crack. I think it's more like the physicalities of being my friend and stuff. So, like, I would say that I'm relatively tactile with my mates. Oh, yeah. But if somebody that I didn't know was tactile with me, like, I don't know you. I've got a real thing of, like, I don't mind, or, this sounds really weird, I like touching people. Don't just use that. I like touching people that I'm friends with.
She's a toucher.
And in like a pat on the back or a hug or just sort of like a little arm touch or something like that. Yeah. Like, you know, that sort of thing. Just to be like, I'm here and I love you and that's it. Yeah. Someone did that to me who I didn't know, I'd jump a fucking mile.
Yeah, freak me right out.
I don't like... Yeah. And it's so obvious as well because of the way that I stand up so, like, I look...
rigid.
I literally look like Petrificus Totalis. On the spot, I'm there, like, I've just smelt something really bad.
I know this isn't, like, a popular thing amongst everybody, because obviously we also know people that don't like to be hugged and touched and stuff. Yeah. But I am an incredibly tactile person. Yeah. I was, like, raised around a family that always, like, hug and kiss each other and stuff. Yeah. So I am also like that with my friends. Yeah. Like, I would not bat an eyelid at kissing my friend, for example.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But that's my friend.
But that's my friend. I know them really well. I've known them for a long time. I know that you know, that's the rapport that we have. Yeah. That's how close we are. It doesn't matter. You know, no one thinks anything of it. If you're someone that I don't know, even if you're like a mutual friend of somebody else's,
yeah,
you try and do that with me, I'm gonna flip. Like, that is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that, you don't know me like that. So I think, like, what Amit's email is talking about there is that kind of thing, where they're acting like they are your best pal when you've just met them. And I do think it's a red flag, because I've had instances of it where that person then turns out to be an absolute weirdo.
Yeah, I think it's too much too quick. I also think there's an element there of when somebody's overly familiar. I think there's an element of trying too hard, which I don't ever want anybody who meets me to think that they have to try really hard to impress me, because that don't impress me much, as Shania would say. But also it's like, you are enough just as you are as a human, that you don't need to be impressing me. Like, I'll like you if you're nice. Bonus points if you're funny, but you don't have to be funny. And you definitely don't have to try hard to be funny, because that's usually when you're not funny.
Yeah.
Like, just be nice and polite and, you know, like, isn't it, you know,
just
like...
take a breath,
be a human, be you. Share your interests, ask questions.
If you're if you're compatible with me as a friend, then we will organically get to the point that you want to be at. But please don't force it, because it's going to make me not want to be friends with you.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, and I'm not a difficult... I'm not a difficult person to be friends with. Some people might disagree. I don't think I'm a difficult person to get along with, at least on a surface level. I'm not...
You're not giving yourself enough credit there. You're a very, very good friend.
Thank you. So are you.
Thanks, Bev.
But I think it's also, like... On a surface level, I'm not difficult to, like, get along with at all. Like, I'm very amicable and bubbly, and I'm nice enough that I'm genuinely curious about people in general anyway. So I'll always ask you questions about what you're doing and, like, that sort of thing. So there's no need to really try hard. Obviously, like, be polite and try a little bit in terms of, like, being polite and nice.
I think with being overly familiar, I'm just going to worry about who you are and where you're at as a person if you feel the need to do that.
Yeah.
And is that something that I really want to be around? Because I don't really want to have to, like, parent somebody in order to be friends with them.
Yeah, I think...
Does that make sense?
Yes, because that's something else that I was going to come on to as well. The whole thing of when you first meet somebody, revealing, like, massively intimate details.
Trauma dumping.
Either trauma dumping or being particularly, like, maybe a bit too blue. Like, and I'm not talking blue as in, like, sad. I'm talking blue as in, like, borderline...
Like vulgar humour.
Vulgar humour, yeah. Because don't get me wrong, like, I'm not approved in any way, shape or form.
No, neither of us are.
But I don't think that'd be the first thing that I'd open with. I know your audience, I think, is definitely one of those things, but I definitely wouldn't want somebody's first impression of me to be either, Jesus Christ, what's going on with her, like, she's at a party, like, say I'm at a party, something like that. She's at a party and she's telling me about, like, I don't know.
The sex life or whatever.
Yeah, very intimate details of my sex life, or this massive traumatic thing that happened to me when I was, like, 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you just met. Ease him into that.
Now's not the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I also think that is something that you would discuss with your friends. And then whether this is a fair assumption or not, I will then assume that you don't have friends to do that with.
Potentially.
And therefore, I'm going to wonder why you don't have friends. And that's going to give me a red flag as well.
Yeah.
Because, and this might sound very, very harsh, because I know there's lots of reasons that people don't have friends, and it's not always, like, sinister.
No, that's it.
But I have met people who don't have friends, and it has very quickly become clear why not.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're my problem.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to do that.
No. Do you remember once when we were in Buddha Bar and we'd gone into the toilets?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And there was
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, a lass there who would come out and she just threw, like, all of this information at us.
She did, and it was information that only a professional should have heard.
Yeah.
It was deeply, deeply dark.
Yeah, it was.
It was some of the worst, like, confessions that I've ever heard come out of somebody else's mouth, especially somebody I didn't know.
And especially in a place where were we like 18 or 19?
Yes.
And it was like a Saturday night, we'd had a skinful.
Yeah.
And I remember, just wouldn't kind of let us leave.
Yeah. We was kind of stuck in there for an hour.
And I was just waiting for just an opportunity to interject, because she was just sort of speaking at us.
It was a stream of consciousness, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I just sort of went, and that's why we're going to enjoy the rest of our night, aren't we? And then we left.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Truly like horrifying stuff. Not just your standard, like...
You know, I've broken up with my boyfriend and he's a piece of shit and all that.
Yeah, it wasn't the standard girls' bathroom conversation that we normally have.
Yeah.
It was really deeply horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, there's nothing that I can say. Kind of stuff.
There's also no way that I can get away from this either without being incredibly impolite.
Exactly.
So I think it's having that awareness.
It's definitely self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think as I've got older as well, I have less patience for it, rightly or wrongly, than what I did when I was 18 or 19. Because now, I think if I dealt with that situation, I probably wouldn't now be as nice.
No, I wouldn't. I would literally have turned around and walked away.
I'd be like, it's Saturday night.
Not today.
Not today. It's not the time or place.
Not right now. I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what I think as well? When somebody does something like that, I think to myself, if you're willing to divulge this information to me at this stage when I've just met you, there must be even worse things that you're hiding that I simply don't want to know about.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And I know that's mean, and I know that you should be there for people, especially if they're going through, like, you know, a bad time with their mental health. I understand that. But I cannot be responsible for fixing somebody that I don't even know.
I think that's the point, though, isn't it? It's like, for your friends, you do absolutely anything for. You give them the shirt off your back.
Of course.
And it's not to say that a person like that could never be your friend.
No.
But I think, like, friendship is, like, a two-way street.
Yeah.
100%. And, like...
And you're immediately giving off the vibe that if this was a friendship, it's going to be one way.
Yeah, exactly. It's a therapy rather than a friendship.
I do worry what information do you keep to yourself?
Yeah.
That's personal and you keep to yourself if you're telling me that.
Yeah.
And you don't know me.
Or again, like, flip side, say, like, intimate details of your sex life or something like that. Again, I'm not a prude in any way, shape or form. And some blue humour, like, I can get on board with from the off. Like, but I think it's got to be done in a way that's, like, with anything, a bit clever if you're going to go there.
Yeah. And in context as well.
Yeah, absolutely in context. But some people will just sort of say stuff like, I've had one where someone's just openly told me, like, the first couple of sentences that I've, like, met them, if they've had an STD or an STI, or if they've got one right now.
Brilliant.
Which I'm just like, whoa, not shaking your hand then.
I just don't want to be around you.
Again, nothing wrong with having, well, there is slightly something wrong for you personally with having an STD or an STI, but that doesn't mean that you've, like...
No, we're not going to treat you like a
leper.
You're a leper.
Yeah.
But equally, it's just not something that, in my opinion, that you say to somebody on first meeting them.
Yeah, maybe keep that one to yourself.
Yeah. You can tell me if we're friends a few months down the line. Tell me then.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem.
Yeah.
But no. People that are too full on, too quick, to me, I agree. Absolute red flag. There is something else. There is probably something more about you that is going to be a nightmare for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think then looking at a more general take on friendship, I want to dial it back.
Okay.
And look at childhood friendships and stuff before we get into adult ones.
Okay.
So, do you still have childhood friends?
I do.
Do you have a lot?
Yeah, a few.
Would you say that, like, they've always been consistent friendships, or have they...
Probably not. I think throughout my life, you kind of weave in and out of each other.
Yeah.
So there's been points in my life where I haven't really been in touch with them for like a good few years or whatever.
Yeah.
But then kind of come back together for whatever reason. Yeah, I've got a few of them actually, and mostly from primary school, which is unusual.
Yeah, I was going to say that's pretty unusual. All my friends are pretty much from when I was 16.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I didn't have any mates before then.
I think that is the norm, though, to be honest.
Would you reckon so? This is the thing, like, I couldn't keep a stable friendship group throughout primary school or secondary school. There are some people that I do speak to, that I went to secondary school with, that I wasn't particularly close with, but that as we've grown up, we've kind of, like, got in touch through, like, various things, like, particularly, like, when I was writing the blog and stuff.
Yeah.
If it was to do with like political opinions or like an issue that I'd written about or something like that, like a lot of people like to interact and, you know, get in touch that way. So that's been really nice.
Yeah.
But I would say that's very few.
Yeah.
Very few. To be fair, there is one person that I have known since primary school, but I wasn't friends with in primary school. And I'm sure they won't mind me talking about this because they do listen to the podcast. So in primary school, we absolutely fucking hated each other. I absolutely hated each other. Like, couldn't stand to be in the same room as one another. And then we got back in touch through you.
Yes, yeah.
And...
So this is also a childhood friend of mine, really.
Yeah, which is really weird to think about because me and Shad didn't know each other until we were like, what, 18?
At least.
Yeah. So I had no idea that me and Shan had this mutual person that we knew, and it was Shan's friend and wasn't my friend whatsoever.
Yeah.
But then we reconnected through Shan, and I remember meeting them, like, the first time that I'd seen them in, like... God, 10 years, something like that.
At least 10 years.
Because last time I'd seen them was a teenager, and then before that it was primary school. So I'd seen them like briefly when I was like 16, and then when it was in primary school, and I remember them saying to me, "Do we need to have a chat?" And I was just like, no.
So this was like an event, and so it was very funny actually because this was like an event that me and you were going to.
Yeah.
And then they were coming with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had no idea that you knew each other, even remotely knew each other.
Yeah.
And then there was this like moment of panic.
Oh,
because you were both in the same room.
Yeah.
And then from there...
Literally, like, what a blossoming friendship. We've
unbelievable.
We've been on holiday together.
Just them two.
Just us two.
Just them two.
And I just think it's
like,
really...
Like lesbian lovers.
Yeah, it's just... getting high together in Amsterdam, that was nice.
Gorgeous.
And it's just really weird how life just throws curveballs at you like that, because that, for me, that friendship has been very healing and still continues to be absolutely hilarious and very kind of wholesome.
Yeah, isn't it?
To this day.
The enemies to lovers pipeline.
Yeah, it's just so funny. Because if you'd had asked me, like, even 5 years ago, would that have happened, I would have told you to fuck right off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just absolutely hilarious how, like, as an adult, things can really, like, change your perspective on friendship.
Yeah.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be friends with that person. They probably thought the same about me.
It is an incredibly healing thing, I think, when, especially someone that you don't get on with when you're younger. I mean, it happened to me as well.
Yeah.
I kind of, like, really didn't get along with someone, and then as an adult re-met them.
Yeah.
And get along with them now.
Yeah.
And it is incredibly healing because you go into adulthood remembering that person.
Yeah.
And kind of a part of you still kind of hates them.
Yeah, of course.
Until you meet them again, and then you're like, you've got to be humble enough to be like, oh shit, I was wrong.
Yeah.
To hold on to that for so long.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. And like,
it's the weirdest thing because your knee-jerk reaction is to be stubborn about it.
Yeah.
Innit?
Oh, 100%. You're like looking at this person being like, try to fucking suss them out, and they're doing the same for you, being like,
try to wake each other up, like,
yeah,
what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then if you actually do manage to let it go and you realise that person's not who you remember them to be, a completely different human being now, it's like, holy shit. It's like relief. I can be friends with them. That's
literally,
mad.
like, that in particular, that whole, like, friendship that I have now is the fundamental case study to me that people can change. And I'm not just talking about them, I'm talking about me too. Like, there'll have been parts of me that 100% will have changed in order, like, for me to be friends, like, for them to like me too. You know?
Yeah. 100%. It's very healing for everyone involved, I think. Yeah,
exactly. So, and I kind of like that as you get older, life just kind of throws curveballs at you like that, and kind of teaches you, like, a weird, stupid lesson in the whole thing of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is really nice. But then you've got, like, other friends that, you know, you might have had for a really, really long time. And have been with you, like, throughout thick and thin, and then you get to be an adult and you have to bin them off for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, equally, as much as people can grow together, people can grow apart.
Yeah.
And that is because you fundamentally change as a person when you become an adult. I mean, even in your 20s, you are learning massive life lessons.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've changed from, what am I now, like 27, nearly 28. Who I was when I was 21 is a completely different person again.
Yeah.
I feel like my 20s has been crazy in shaping who I am, who and what I am, and the way that I act and the way that I think.
Well, what's your 20s for, if not for doing that little bit, to be a bit mental and to find out who you are and
learn some bloody hard lessons.
Yeah.
And that can mean, you know, if two people are friends and have been for many, many years, that might result in you walking away from each other because you become very different. You both become very different people.
Yeah.
And that's not always compatible, and you've got to find a way to be okay with that because it is a natural thing that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the circumstances around it might not be natural. You might have a blazing row, or it might be natural. You might naturally sort of organically move away from each other and the contact peters off. It could be either one of those things. But in every circumstance, I think that's meant to happen.
Yeah. I had a friend that I was friends with for a really long time. It was like, it probably would have been like 10 years or something like that. And that friendship petered out. Like, it's still, I think if I saw them, I think it'd be a nice pleasant hello. But I don't speak to them anymore because of their behaviour.
Yeah.
And not that they did anything, like, legally wrong, but I disagreed with their attitude towards women and their behaviour in general, and that kind of...
They just don't align with you anymore.
Yeah, and that was a shame because that person, I think for a really long time, meant a lot to me. But it's quite like, I guess, I can't be friends with somebody who doesn't align to a certain extent with the morals that I try and uphold.
Yeah.
You know.
You can only excuse things for so long because they're your friend.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point where it's like, we're so different.
Yeah.
That this can't...
It can't continue, can it?
This can't work.
No. This is the thing, and that's... And you know what it is? That was also because I changed, but it was also because they didn't.
That can be a massive thing.
You know, like...
Yeah, the rate of growth.
Yeah, this is it. Like, I was friends with them for 10 years, but they had the same sort of attitudes that I, you know, met them with. And if you don't change and mature and, like... I don't know, like...
You can't stay stuck.
Yeah.
In one thing. If you're not changing, you're not growing up.
Yeah, it was funny when I was a teenager, but it was less so in my 20s.
Yeah. Especially
when there's the whole thing of you being an adult behind that as well.
Yeah.
You're an actual adult, you're not a kid anymore. That was really hard.
Yeah.
And still continues to be hard because no doubt that you know, there'll be times, I think even now, where, or in the future, where I'll have to make that decision again. We both will.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, because that's just kind of how life works. Like, some people stay stuck, other people continue to change, and you either grow together or grow apart, I guess.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
You know.
And, you know, you might grow away from somebody because they're not growing at the same rate as you, but then in 10 years' time, you might come back together again because their rate of growth sped up in that time.
Yeah.
And you find yourself aligned again.
Yeah.
You never know. And it might not happen.
That's it,
and that's okay.
But
I think for me, there was people I was friends with and really quite close to growing up, and even in my, like, early adulthood, that I think to myself, I should have really have kept contact with them, and because I didn't, because it did peter off, I still feel guilt about it now. Do
you?
Yeah.
I suppose that's pretty natural though, isn't it? Like...
Yeah. I mean, I assume that kind of happens to other people as well. You feel guilt about it, but... I guess it's just one of those things. Then when you see them, it feels awkward.
Would you ever message them?
No.
See...
No. Oh, I've done this thing that I want to rectify. Am I going to rectify it? No.
See, I am actually, now as I get older, I just don't have time to feel shame like that around things. So if I want to be friends with someone, I will just message them. I
have still got a part of me that's like, well, I would have been friends with him if it was meant to be. I'd still be friends with him now.
Yeah, I suppose there's that. I mean...
Not to be all like... The universe has a plan. It's not like that. It's more like there must have been something in which, I don't know, it just wasn't as strong as maybe I'm reflecting on it to be. Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah, I suppose there is that as well. I mean, there's people that I was, like, close with that I'm not close with anymore. And that I should have, particularly when I moved back, there was a few people that I should have messaged, but I didn't. Mainly because life got busy. Yeah. So I do kind of see where you're coming from. Like, if I was going to be friends with... I am... Like, I'd still say hello and stuff and be, like, really pleasant, but...
I wouldn't not speak to them if I saw them.
Yeah, exactly. But I wouldn't, like, maybe go out of my way to hang out with them now. Yeah. But if they messaged me and they wanted to hang out, then I would do. Yeah. I think.
Like, go for a coffee kind of thing.
Yeah, and see sort of, like, how it goes. Because I had a very fast friendship. Weirdly, I had more friends when everybody was further away from me when I was in Leeds. Because there was just, like, plenty to message people. Like, I could message people all the time. Yeah. Whereas now, like, I'm back here and my life is a bit more topsy-turvy. Mm-hmm. And somehow busier than what it was when I was living in a city. Like, it makes it... I don't think I have that much more capacity for, like, another friendship group now. Yeah. Which is odd.
Yeah, it's weird,
to say.
Yeah.
Because I love having friends. I know that's also weird as well, but I, like, collect them. I really enjoy it and bouncing between people. But I'm a bit of a social butterfly. Like, I'm quite happy to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean... Now I'm at a point where I don't need to find more friends. I don't need any more friends. No, I'm kidding. It's not that. It's just that, like I say, I'm kind of... I don't think I'd be dividing my time fairly if I tried to find more friends. I've got enough friends. I was about to say, I've got a lot of friends. I'm very popular, don't you know? I've got enough friends. Thanks. No, that's not true. Like... I think it's more that I don't have time for another, like, separate group. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of got two main groups now, which is you guys and then the Ulverston lot. Yeah. And I think if I added, like, another group to that... I just don't...
You burn out, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I have, like, the time.
We both have a lot of people that we're, like, emotionally invested in, and they're emotionally invested in us, and that is really, really lovely, but there's only obviously so much that you can do with that before you become... drained and burnt out, and that wouldn't be fair on somebody else.
Yeah. And I think, particularly with this group, there's loads of us, like, absolutely loads of us, so there's plenty of people to bounce between for, like, if you were wanting to do different things, like whether you want to go gigging, whether you want to go to the pub, or whether you wanted to do a podcast, like, there's,
all
like...
the needs are covered.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Or if, like with my Ulverston lot and stuff, like, they like to do, like, more outdoorsy things, and they like to, like, we'll go around and we'll get, like, a takeaway, and we'll have game nights and stuff, and, like, I'll do that with them, and that's really nice. Like, there's different friends for different functions.
Oh, yeah.
Or different functions for different friends.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely fine as well. Like...
Yeah.
But a lot of them, like... Well, actually, most of them I've been friends with Like, my oldest friends are, like, well over 10 years old.
Yeah.
Like, well over.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And, like, even the newer ones, which are probably in this group, they have been absorbed. They've been around here for a while, and they've been mutual friends with other people in the group, probably for years. So it's, even though they're new to me, they're not new to everybody else, you know?
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which kind of brings me on to the topic of how to make friends. Because I think as an adult, you sometimes, like, you'll get out of uni or you'll get into work and whatever, and you'll be so cooped up with doing, like, studies, and you'll get out into the big wide world and then be just like, where the fuck are my friends? Like yeah. I thought I'd have a group right now, and I'm honestly, like, not that if you don't do it earlier it's a lot harder, but, like, there is definitely, I would say, a challenge, particularly post-COVID, to making friends if you don't already have, like, kind of a group that or somebody that you know, or if you're an introvert as well. See, like, I just pick people up and I'm just like, you're coming home with me, not in a weird way, like in a friendship way. Not
you're mine now.
Yeah,
so
like,
you're gonna see a lot of me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do kind of force ourselves on people, and that's that.
Yeah, like,
they seem to enjoy it.
Well, yeah, it's like it's really funny because, like, when I look back on, like, people in the friendship group and stuff who I've kind of made friends with, like, the newer members. Sure, it might be somebody's boyfriend or somebody's girlfriend that's been introduced and is, like, slowly integrated into the group. But, like, I've made friends, even though other people knew them, with, like, Rob and Rach, for example, like, through the gigs. Yeah. I think even, let me think, probably, like, even, like, a year ago, like, Rob and Rach didn't really know who I was. I think I was just Joss's girlfriend, probably, to them at that point.
Oh, God, yeah, that's weird to think about.
Yeah. Like... And now
that's kind of how it starts happening, but I feel like all the friends that we have now is because we met them in person and organically. Yeah. Whereas obviously, like, since COVID, a lot of friendships that I've seen other people have were very online based. Yeah. And which is fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
But don't seem to last as long.
I feel like if everything's online, you're kind of missing... Oh, I sound like such a fucking boomer. If everything's online, I feel like you're missing, like, the actual human element sometimes.
You can't read their...
Being a friend.
Yeah, you can't read them. You can't
physically be there for them.
No, and you don't, like, see their mannerisms and how they express themselves as much because it's online. Yeah. Whereas, I mean... We all spend time with each other physically. Yeah. And
that made it sound like an orgy, but yeah, sure, go ahead. We all spend time with each other physically. Okay, Sharon.
Physically.
Yeah.
No. No. We all meet up and go to gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah, well...
And do all kinds of things together, just, like, I don't know.
We go out for meals, we go to the pub, we go to the cinema. Like, we do things that small town people do because that is literally all you can do. That's all you can do. It is literally go to the cinema, go to the pub, go for a meal.
Unless it's a 3-hour drive somewhere, you know.
Go to a gig. Go to a wedding.
Go to a wedding, yeah. But you start picking up on... This is how close we all are. I don't know if you've noticed this. Each of us pick up on each other's mannerisms. Yeah. And say things that somebody else would say. And I'm like, oh, God. No. We're becoming a weird little hive mind.
Yeah, and it's all start parroting each other.
Yeah, but it's nice.
Yeah, of course it's nice. Yeah, because it's people that you're spending a lot of time with that you've got lots in common with, and who all care about each other. Yeah. And all drive each other nuts in like a really nice way. But this is the thing, like, we've been friends for so long that, like, I think, like, now I know what to say to push your buttons a little bit if I wanted to.
Oh, major.
And likewise.
Major. I know what to say to wind you up. Yeah. I know what to say to make you cry, not that I ever would. That's how well we know each other. It's literally. Stupid.
But that's quite a nice thing because it means then that if somebody's acting out or whatever, you can just be like, oi, fucking pack it in.
Behave, lad.
Yeah, and just sort of say, like, bring them back to earth and I guess... like, comfort them in a way as well, in a lightly bullying way.
Yeah, but also in a way that they're actually going to find comforting, because it's not just surface level.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really important, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of, like, finding that, for me in particular, I mean, like, I was already mates with you.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I was quite shameless in hitting people up. Like, sometimes you've just got to put your ego aside for happiness. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, who gives a shit if you, like, hit people up? And you'll know whether it's right for you because you'll either vibe with them or you won't.
Yeah.
Like, and it's that fucking simple.
And if you don't vibe with them, don't worry about it.
Yeah, bin them off. They'll come seek you out, or you will find other people. Don't think that, like, one friendship group is the be all and end all if it's just not working.
Yeah.
I know people that have binned off entire friendship groups and have started again from scratch as an adult. You know, because they weren't with the right people.
Yeah.
Particularly if it's friends that you've had since forever, and there's nothing tying you together apart from the fact that maybe
that you knew each other when you were 4 or whatever.
Yeah, that you knew each other in fucking school or what have you. Like,
yeah,
school forces friendships, which is great, but like, it's great because you have people to hang out with, right? It's like, what's it called? Proximity.
Oh, I don't know.
Thingy, like, where basically it's like forced by proximity that, like, you end up making friends.
Which is true.
It's the same reason why colleagues fall in love. It's like, you don't actually like them, you just spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah, you're just forced to be around them.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, when it comes to being an adult, friendships, in some ways, I think, are forged in a more...
like, authentic way.
Yeah, because it's nothing's forcing you to be friends with them. It's just purely because you guys are vibing. Like, that's it.
Yeah, you might have similar interests or similar viewpoints or similar humour or whatever it is, but it's because you've got something in common with them.
Yeah, I mean, I even as somebody who, like, I interact with quite a lot of people, or I have done in the past. It was particularly, like, through my blog and stuff, because I'd post something controversial and then I'd have a bunch of people comment on it. Which is nice, because then you get to see who you've got aligned views with. Or at least I got to see who I had aligned views with. It stoked a debate, which I really love. It's something that I'm interested in doing. You know, regardless of whether I think the other person's, like, wrong, I like to have just a discussion.
Yeah.
But then it meant that because people got so invested in it and that sort of thing, I'd have people personally message me, and then we'd carry on the conversation further, and that's, you know, one of the reasons why, like, I've managed to reconnect with some people. Like, if I see them now, I get to have, like, a little catch up with them, so we're not necessarily, like, friends, but, like, I vibe with them, and if it ever came down to it, say, for example, I had no friends, that would be a great starting point for me to, like, you know, hit them up and be like, do you want to hang out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think there's, like, ways and means of going about it. I mean, as I've recommended a million times, go outside, go to gigs. Like, that's how I've met a lot of friends, or at least got to know people a lot more. I also think, like, if you have somebody who you are already friends with, if you've got one friend, ask them who they're friends with.
Yeah. And mutuals are great.
Mutuals are great. And then hang out with them. Like, I think that's what I did when I was 16. So 16, I had, like, no friends. I had, like, one friend, and then I met 2 other friends through them. Then one of those friends had a party and I got invited, and then I met a bunch of people.
There you go.
And then...
it snowballs.
And then I had a party and invited all of them. They probably thought at the time, like, why didn't she invite any of her other friends? Why are we just being invited? But it was just such a good crack. It was when we first started underage drinking.
Yes.
And that's quite nice because you just get drunk and listen to music. And at the time, we used to go to, like, the beach and stuff and do that. And
yeah,
it was great. And then, you know, some drama had happened and it'd be something that you'd get to talk about in the group chat afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Stunning. That's how it all starts.
Yeah, and then it just kind of snowballed, and then, like...
that still happens now.
yeah, 100%. Like, parties are still a great place to, like, meet people and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
I wouldn't recommend doing afters all the time, but sometimes it can be good.
Oh yeah, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also there's, like, other... if you're a bit more introverted and you want to kind of, like, try stuff a bit more slowly, there's obviously, like... Do people still do, like, group chats and shit online? Like, Discords and... That sounded really boomery, Jesus.
That was really boomery. I mean, we do, babe. We have group chats.
Yeah, we have group chats, but I mean, in, like, online chats. I know that there's, like, Bumble. You can do Bumble Friends.
Yeah.
So you can meet people through that. I don't know how effective it is.
I heard about somebody that did this.
Yes.
And they met up with someone to be friends with them.
Yeah.
And they turned out to be super weird. Anyway, what I'm saying is it can work.
But it's a good thing to test, you know.
No, it is, yeah.
Like, obviously, keep your wits about you, be safe, that sort of thing. But
tell someone where you're going.
Yeah. But like, people meet people online, and then that translates into the physical world.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't see why not.
But yeah, I know people who have had success with Bumble friends.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have a friendship group, and that's really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, there's definitely more ways than you think. Like, a hobby, for example.
Is like, major thing.
Like, I mean, for us, it's gigging. And I mean, there's a couple of things lumped in with that, i.e. music and drinking.
Yeah, drinking's a big one.
But if you're not into drinking, there's plenty of hobbies, like if you're sporty and stuff, like join a club, or like languages, or go to the gym, or there will be people that you meet that you see, and you just strike up a conversation, like, I'll just be like, all right, and it'll slowly get there. Like, I'm bringing it back to what our friend actually emailed in. It's that whole thing, I think, of rushing it. People are so quick to build the rapport quickly. I
think they want a fully fledged friendship immediately.
Yeah.
And that simply isn't how it works. To develop a meaningful connection with somebody, it's done over time, because you find yourself in situations with them that you bond over.
Yeah.
You'll naturally start talking about deeper things when it crops up, because you spent that much time with them.
Yeah.
Allow that, because, oh my God, this is going to sound so cliche. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Well...
But it is.
But it is.
But it is.
Like...
Because that's where all your memories come from.
Well, that's it. It's like, remember when that stupid thing happened, or remember when we got in trouble with the police that time? Or...
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or do you remember when your mum was, like, so angry and she did this and blah, 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 and...
Are you just citing our memories? Or?
Yeah. Yes. Remember when the ambulance came to the house and...
Stop! We're not going to discuss that. Oh my God.
Yeah. And like, these things will happen, and you know, you'll get in, like you say, you'll get into situations where like stupid shit will constantly happen, and you have to be there to kind of like support your friends.
Yeah. You also have to be there for it to be a mutual funny memory.
Yeah, exactly.
So just make sure you show up.
Yeah. If you want a village, you gotta be a villager, right?
Yeah. Allow FOMO to control your life like it does ours.
Yeah. I genuinely believe, like, I wouldn't have friends if I didn't have FOMO.
Same.
Like...
Absolutely same.
That's it. I mean, like, I understand, like, how hard it is to make friends as an adult. And particularly as you get older as well, because people are so, like, they're stuck in their routine and...
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to more friends. I said earlier that I don't have time for more friends, but like, if you meet somebody and they're cool or whatever, just fucking hang out with them. Put your ego aside and do, like, take a chance on things. I remember, like, when I was younger, I used to travel to see people that I wasn't even that friendly with.
Yeah.
But they'd, like, invite me somewhere, and I just think, fuck it.
Why not?
Why not? Just go.
You live once. You might have a great time.
Yeah, literally. And you end up meeting people through them, like...
Yeah, it's brilliant. And even if you have a shit time, sometimes you just meet, like, one person that's also having a shit time and you end up vibing with them.
Literally.
And then you end up having a great time with them.
Literally. And
do you know what I mean?
I mean, like, here's an example. So, my friend Aslin is getting married next year. And me and Izzy, who's on the pod, we are both bridesmaids for it. And I remember Aslin invited us down to Huddersfield when she was at uni. And we met, like, all of her uni mates. And we went to Campbell Club, R.I.P. I remember, and the one time we went as well, we'd gone to the club. We'd gone to the club, and we'd come out at 2:00 in the morning, didn't realise it snowed. We came out to a foot of snow.
Stop.
I was in heels, and there was no Ubers, obviously, because there was a foot of snow in Huddersfield. So, and we were, like, Aslin's house was on a big fuck off hill.
Oh, for God's sake.
So we had to walk back. I was in fishnet tights and heels.
Brilliant.
Like, heel boots, but still. And I remember me and Izzy and Aslin looked like just lost feeble women in the Arctic. Like, we looked absolutely ridiculous. We were hiking up this hill. Like, actually, all of us were absolutely leathered, and it was probably a good job because we were genuinely... It was fucking freezing,
Beer
obviously.
jackets.
It snowed a foot.
That's insane.
And I remember walking through the snow, and it being, like, up to my calf. Like, seeing my legs go into the snow, being like, this can't be good. And
it's not.
And I remember, like, walking back up to the house, and, like, we ended up, like, going to bed, and me and Izzy were, like, clutching for dear life onto each other, trying to warm up.
These are the things that you have to go through to be real.
Yeah,
real friends.
Yeah, these are real friends. And we went to Aslan's engagement party not so long ago, and we saw like a bunch of her uni mates who we'd met.
Oh, nice.
Like when we got invited down, we were like, oh my god, you know, like, and that was quite nice. We had a really nice night, like just chatting with them and like obviously celebrating Az and Adam, and that was really nice. But what I'm saying is that take a chance to go down to Huddersfield and get stuck in a foot of snow.
Absolutely.
In a, you know, coming back from Camel Club, and walk up to the house and be freezing, and it's a really funny story.
Yeah.
Like,
and laugh all the way through it.
Like, and you get to reminisce, and yeah, there's just been like so much stupid shit that I've done over the years. Like,
yeah, I think that's why we're friends, we're such good friends with the people that we're friends with, is because of the amount of stupid shit that we did.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
And can now laugh about.
Yeah.
You know.
The whole thing of, like, a lot of it's been through, like, parties and stuff. I think we've all seen each other in very questionable states.
Oh, yeah.
I think, like, that is a rite of passage.
Yeah, it has to be done.
To being friends with somebody.
Absolutely.
And nothing, and like I said, like, none of that was achieved overnight. Like, when me and Izzy went and saw Izzy's known Az for, like, forever. But, like, I think I must have been mates with her for about, like, 5 years, maybe, at this point.
Yeah.
Something like that. And, yeah, like, it's not something that maybe... I don't know, like, it's that thing of, like, don't jump in with 2 feet. Just, like...
Allow it to grow.
Wait for the magic to happen.
Just allow it to grow, because it does, and it grows without you even realising it, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly, like...
And also, I always find a big thing, as a bit of a slight segue...
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to have really good friendships with people of the opposite sex.
Ah, yes.
Because I think a lot of people, especially nowadays, I honestly think COVID put a lot of barriers between people.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think that people worry that as soon as they're apt to become good friends with someone of the opposite sex, either they worry about what other people will think, they think that they're dating or whatever, or they worry that that person is going to turn it into that.
Yeah.
When in actual fact, it doesn't actually always happen like that.
It doesn't always happen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think there's a slight inevitability that when you're in, like, a mixed-gendered friend group, that things will happen over the years.
Oh, God, yeah.
That, like, but that's, I think, just human nature, because, again, you'll get closer with some people and you drift apart with other people, and you'll get closer with some people in ways that you didn't think would happen either.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, it happens, and it will continue to happen. Like, as we get older. I mean, our friendship group has an age range of, the youngest is 24, I think.
Yes.
The oldest is turning 40.
Yeah. Yeah. Old git.
No funny business. But this is what I'm saying, like our friendship group in particular is people who have a shared love of particularly music and drinking, and probably gaming to a certain extent as well.
Yeah. Whether
it be casual or not casual gaming.
Yeah. I think one of the massive threads that I've noticed between everyone is the fact that everyone has quite a relatively brutal sense of humour.
Yeah.
They don't mind laughing at themselves or each other.
Yeah.
They're also very, even though some of them will try and hide it more than others will, they're also very loving.
Yeah, they are.
They very much give a shit about if there's something going on in your life that you're not coping with.
Yeah.
And the third thing, I think every single one of the people that we're friends with, at some point in their lives, for one reason or another, have been ostracised.
Yeah.
By somebody else.
I think so too.
And I think that when that's happened to you, you develop an affinity with other people that has also happened to you.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And so then, when you've got a group of us, there then becomes no room to really try to ostracise anyone for anything.
No. I think that's one of the really nice things, in fact, in both my friendship groups that I'm part of, is that none of them are capable of ostracising anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if that was to happen, it would have to be that everybody in the friendship group agreed that person wasn't worth being friends with anymore.
Which is never really going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, it might, but, like, I can't ever see that with everyone being the way that they are now.
Yeah, I mean, and, like, truthfully, there's been conflicts within, like, our friendship group like, over the years for different stupid reasons.
Yeah. With
different people. It's never, like, one person. There's, like...
No, it's... God, it could be anyone at any time.
yeah. But, again, like, that's... A, very natural. B, to be expected of a friendship group that's known each other for, like, well over 10 years.
And as close as we all are
as close as we all are. And also, like, touch wood. No one's beefing right now.
Not right now.
And also, like, it's never that big of a deal when it is. And it doesn't affect, like,
We've always found a way to resolve it.
Yeah.
And... if we haven't, then that person's kind of drifted away anyway, because it's usually that they weren't part of the full friendship group anyway.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't want this to sound cliquey either, because the thing is that, like...
that I do think we come across like that, though.
Yeah.
Which is shite, because we're not. No. We're genuinely not.
No.
We're open to anyone that vibes with us.
Yeah, 100%. Like, there's been people who have, I think, like, that have... joined and the friendship groups just sort of sponge them in, so to speak, and it's expanded, and that's been really nice. And
I think anyone that's had a problem with a friendship group like ours in the past has been because they've already had preconceived ideas of who and what we are, and they've not been open-minded towards all of us. They've always had a problem with, like, a few of us or whatever it is, so they've never really gotten to know us properly. They've not actually put the time and effort in.
Yeah.
Whereas I think one thing that... I certainly do. I appreciate when becoming friends with somebody is them trying to put the time and effort into getting to actually know me and who I am. Instead of coming to me with a preconceived idea and then trying to, like, make that fit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, they'll come up to you and they'll be like, oh, well, I know all about you. And
yeah. And I'm like, no, you don't.
You don't know me at all.
You don't know me.
Yeah. But you can get to know me.
Yeah.
And I want to get to know just
if you're going to remain open-minded, then you've got every opportunity to get to know me. I'm not going to stop that.
Yeah.
But if you're going to put a barrier on that yourself, don't expect people to want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
Because, it's just not how you go about it.
I think people get so hung up on making the best impression sometimes that they just forget that, like, being who they are is enough, and being who they are is the best thing they can do.
Yeah.
There is worth in who you are, like, 100%, and
people can
will
sniff
see
out
that.
if you're not being authentic.
Oh my god, yeah, I can spot it from a mile off now. As I get older, it's really bad because I have less and less time for it. I'm just like, I don't want to know you if you're going to be like that. Like, even though they're not necessarily doing anything wrong, and they're not doing anything offensive, but, like, I find it very full on, a bit... intimidating is the wrong word, but kind of...
I find it abrasive. I find it uncomfortable. I find it... This is going to sound really clicky and really bitchy, but it's not worth my time.
Well...
And it's just how I feel. I think because over the years I've managed to put boundaries in place for myself, because I've met that many people that are just not what they say they are, and I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
I would rather somebody come to me as they are, raw, bit rough around the edges, say things a bit wrong.
I was going to say, isn't that every member of our friendship
literally that. And I'm like, at least you are who you are.
Yeah. I respect
that.
Yeah, I respect it. Whereas, like, I don't want people...
Don't try and act like a polished item, because I don't believe anybody is.
Because they're not.
Of course they're not. How can you be?
Neither of us are.
No, we fuck.
I think that's why I find it a bit, like, challenging, is because I know that I'm not perfect, so why the hell would I expect you in any capacity to be?
Exactly that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I think it's very important, if you can, to have a mixed friendship group.
Yeah.
I get so much how would I say it? I get so much, like, what's another word? Not nourishment. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Perspective?
Yeah. An all-rounded view.
Yeah, I do too.
From being friends with guys and girls.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, there was a point in my life where I would look down on just being friends with girls.
Yes.
And I think it's because of the type of girl groups that I was used to seeing in high school.
Yes.
And I resented it.
Well, my first ever proper mates were lads.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't this sound pick me, doesn't it? Oh, yeah.
What did I start this episode out with?
Pick me, choose me.
I'm not like the others.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm different.
Maturing is creating a different kind of girl group.
I fully agree with that, because I was the exact same. I didn't like... I wasn't like the other girl. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
Isn't it?
No, it's, you know what it is that I had different interests, and I was weird as a kid. Like, I fully admit that. Like, and I'm not talking like manic pixie girl weird. Like, I was just odd. Like, I was bullyable and odd. Needed my head kicking in.
It was really easy to bully. All right.
Yeah, and lads at that age are really interesting creatures, because you're a woman and you're speaking to them, and they will just accept that because they are men, or they are boys, sorry. And that was really nice, because that was the first time that I felt nourishment from a friendship. But obviously, looking back on some of the friends that I was, like, friends with that were lads, are probably friends with me because I was a woman who was speaking to them. So it's really weird. So yes, I got the friendship element out of it, but it was only me who was getting the friendship element out of it. They were getting maybe something else out of it. And then as I've matured as an adult, having, like, mixed friendship groups has been, like, so important to me.
Yeah.
Because it's meant that I've met other girls who are like me, because I am like other girls. And like you say, we've made our own girl groups.
Yeah.
And in particular, like, in this friendship group, I would say that, like, the lads initially were the, I guess, like, friends that it was built on, right?
Yeah, it was like a lads group to begin with.
Yeah, because they were all in a band together.
Yeah, yeah.
And then slowly but surely, like, the girls kind of came along, whether it be through, like, mutual friends or girlfriends, or I was an ex-girlfriend that came along. And
was just adopted.
was just adopted. Or colleagues or whatever, like, or ex-colleagues. And all of us had that, like, mutual shared interest of, like, music, and we'd go to the same pubs and we'd live around here and that sort of thing. And now I would say that the girl group that I have that's part of this friendship group is stronger. It's my girl group. And also I would say that's what the friendship group's based around. Not that the lads have fallen out or anything, but it's like the girl friendships.
We just organise more.
Yeah, the girl friendships are very strong and coordinate a lot of the activities as well that we do.
I think it's also because the girls in this group didn't have girl groups.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so when they started vibing with the girls, we all became that close that we just wanted to be around each other sometimes.
Yeah.
We didn't want anyone else.
Lads.
Yeah, like, no, we're having a girls' night, fuck off.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And it was the first... No, that's not true. It's not the first time, but it's the first time I've had a girl group friendship this big.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd concur with that.
Because there's like, how many of us is there? There's like, there's like 6 of us.
Yeah,
six or 7 of us.
6, 7, 8, maybe. Like.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's more than that.
Like there's more, and we keep adding people.
We do.
Like, and that's really nice as well. Because it is nice to be friends with. There's something really nourishing about women friendships that I would never have said as a child, but now as a woman, like, there is something incredibly nourishing about women friendships as a woman.
Yeah,
like,
because you bond about things that only another woman would understand.
Yeah.
And, like, as much as the lads will always, like, they always get us on levels and, like, we really do vibe with each other and we bond over other stuff.
And they love us, but, like, there's a, you're just a boy and you don't understand.
Yeah, there's an element to that, and then it's like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Whereas the girls really, really, really do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I did have, like, a smaller... Well, Izzy and Az, for example, like, we were really... And my friend Bexy as well. Bexy's now moved to Canada. But we were all, like, really, really tight when we were, like, probably between, like, 16 to 19 as well. Like, and that was, like, my first introduction to, like, oh, my God, it doesn't have to be... Like, girl friendship groups, to me, at that point, were always, like... It seemed to be, like, a competing thing, like... or that women or girls were just pitted against each other from such a young age. Yeah. And I don't know whether that was by design of the friendship group or whether that is by design of society and the way that we like view girls and women in the media. And I think that's why I didn't want to be part of that, because I constantly just kind of felt shat on whenever I was in a girl friendship group. Like, I never felt valued.
Yeah.
But as I got older, and particularly when I like met Izzy and Az,
when everyone's frontal lobe grew.
Yeah, and Bexy, like, we were just on such a level playing field. There was nobody that, like, in that friendship group who thinks they're better than anybody else or acts like they're better than anybody else, or there's no, like, sort of cliquey vibes. And same with the friendship group that, like, the girl friendship group that we have here.
Yeah.
Like, we're on a level playing field. I wouldn't think... I'd be mortified if I thought that, like, you know, one of us thought that they were better than the others or... whatever, like, we are on the same playing field because we are the same. Yeah.
I mean, I think the most important bit as an adult in a group like this, and in a mixed group as well, is no one gets left behind.
Yeah. Okay, Ohana means family.
No, Jesus. Literally, yeah. Stitch. Okay, you were right. Like, but no one gets left behind in terms of if someone's, like, really struggling or they're out of character or they're doing something.
Yeah.
You might... I mean, I'm sure that we all whinge about it a little bit to begin with. What the fuck are they doing? Or whatever. But we'll always also have that thing of, actually, no, I'm worried about you.
You best believe I'm on the end of that bloody phone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
You can call me any fucking time you want.
And we're all like that. We're all, like, very much door open.
Yeah. Come see me, like...
Just come and see me whenever you want.
Don't, like, sit at home and, like...
Don't wallow. Why are you wallowing when you've got all these friends?
Yeah, you've got all this support and all these people that love you.
Exactly.
You know.
And we all know that, and it's nice.
And again, you don't get access to that by coming up to me and...
No!
Fucking being, like, over too much.
No, do your time.
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
Right?
Earn it.
Do your time.
Because that's the thing, like, I value my friendship group so dearly and there's so much effort and...
like, protect it fiercely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want just anybody coming in and just thinking that, like...
They get the privilege of that.
Yeah, because it in some ways, it is... again, sounding cliquey. It is a privilege to be my friend, not because I'm better than anybody else, but because of the time and effort that I want to invest in you.
Yes, yeah.
You know, so... And I hold my friends very dearly because it is in a very cheesy way. Like, it's family that you choose, right?
Well, it is.
To an extent. And I care deeply about these people and I don't want to inflict somebody on them that might hurt them or disrupt, like, the
equilibrium that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. If somebody comes in like a bull in a china shop, not understanding and not really caring to understand...
Yeah.
These people that we love and care for.
Yeah.
And that we would protect.
Yeah.
Then, well, I've just done them a disservice by bringing you in.
You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember, How can I word this? Do you remember...
Oh, God.
When there was somebody who was friends with you a while ago. I wasn't friends with them.
Okay.
And they said to one of our other friends, because you were out with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And they said to one of our other friends, how do you feel about that? Isn't she supposed to be your best mate?
Oh, my God.
And our friend was like, well, she can do whatever she wants, and...
Because we don't work like that.
We don't work like that. And...
Yeah, do you know what? The best friend thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what the fuck? We're adults, babe.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
We've not done that for many years.
This is the thing. I think when I talk about my best mates, I'm talking about all of them.
All of them, and there's shitloads of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, I'm very privileged to have, because obviously, you know, I know not everybody has the kind of... the number of friends that we have that are as close as they are.
Yeah.
That was an odd one. That was an odd one for me, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to pit us against each other was crazy.
I think that's like the prime example of why I like to get to know people before.
Yeah.
Totally just like dragging him everything. Like, but, you know, it's one of those, like, I wouldn't... It's a trust thing, I think, because that's the last thing I'd ever want anyone to do in the friendship group is pit other members against each other.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't fucking work like that.
Absolutely not. No,
you know,
you don't get to weave yourself in.
You know,
and you know, degrade the bonds that people have. Not that you would. Not that you've got the power to. But
it was nice because our friend who said, you know, like defended you or whatever, like, again, because we're so close, realised that we can all hang out with other people and that doesn't, like you say, degrade our friendships in any way, shape or form.
Not at all, no. I mean, and they ended up getting binned off anyway, so...
They did.
Rightfully so.
So, I think, yeah, it is just one of those, like, that is a prime example of, like, it's just being a bit too hasty, too quick, and...
yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah. So I think, like, people are going to be scared to come up to us now being like...
I know. Don't mean it like this.
No, I think, like, just be normal.
just be you.
Just be you.
Just be you. And I'm sure we'll vibe with you.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Like, it's dead easy to get along.
Oh, my God, yeah. Of course it is.
So, yeah. Thanks again to our mate for emailing us, by the way, because this has inspired like a great little chat, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was really good one, this.
So
enjoyed that.
Thank you for that. And if anybody else wants to email in, like, at all, you can even like DM us on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but if you want to email, you can email us at makeityappen@gmail.com, and we do read them.
Yes.
We read all of them.
So please do.
And we can either give you a shout out, unless you want to be made anonymous. You just got to let us know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this yappening has indeed come to an end.
I think it has.
Alright, well, we'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one, love.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Sick.
Oh, my ass hurts.
Yeah, my booty hurts now.